Hey guys, we're playing Nonogram. Nonograms being those paint by number things. If you're wondering how you make this a game, me too. Got a code for this, let's try it out. The goal in Nonogram is to fill the squares of the puzzle in order to reveal an image. Like that. And you can drag. You can click them again to remove them. The number on the left side of the puzzle indicates how many squares you need to fill in the matching line. All squares must be filled in one after another. Cross squares that will remain with an empty X. Remain empty with an X, I mean. Overlapping is one of the strategies in Picross. When there is multiple options for filling the line, you can count squares from two ends and fill only those that overlap. For example, in a line of 5 squares with 3 to fill in, there are 3 possible combinations and 1 square that overlaps with them all. So it's just saying if there's 5 squares and it says there's 3 in the line, these are all the options that could be true for that. Count and fill all the squares that overlaps. Is it just showing me examples? It is. You can undo your last move with the undo button or use Control-Z. Okay. Fill the line with those things. So, oops. It's 3 singles. A 2 and a 1. When you're not sure, you can make a temporary mark. Middle mouse, this mark changes the color of the squares, but it will count as temporary filled squares. This is used to see any possible mistakes. Okay. All squares must be filled, one behind the other. If the first square in a line or a column is filled on the edge of a line or a column, then you must fill the rest of the number. If Picross puzzle is 5 by 5 and the number is also 5, then that indicates that you can fill it right away. It's just giving me a tip that if the column size is the same as the number, that means the whole thing can be filled. Same goes for zeros. Use overlap strategies if number is bigger than half the line or column size. Don't forget to mark squares that will remain empty. What's this little line mean? I actually don't know. I'm not sure what they want from me right now to continue. And you can't hit next on your own? Don't forget to mark squares that remain empty, yeah. We're not up to a good start here. I don't understand what they want from me. It's a 3. This is possibly an answer. We have to brute force the tutorial. Don't forget to mark squares that will remain empty. That's just what the right click means, right? What? Alright. Every puzzle can be solved logically, sure. The idea here is that every column has 1 in it, but 2 of them are up top and 2 of them are at the bottom, but the 2 on the bottom are separated, so they're like that. Boom. Yeah. So it's almost like Minesweeper. Not exactly, but it's a different layout for what is arguably the same type of puzzle. Community art, dare I? The one person has uploaded Pikachu. Alright. Y'all ready to draw Pikachu? This is actually a little extreme. I'm a little scared right now. Oh no. Oh no. So So overall, the shape is 10 by 10 for 100 squares. There's a timer just to show me how bad I'm doing. But there's only one here. The largest number I can find is this 5. You know what? Maybe I'm not ready for Pikachu. It's fine. It's fine. How do I leave? Quit. There we go. I actually couldn't find how to quit because they kind of hit it. Well, I don't want to mute the audio. It's just a little loud right now. That's fine. I'll manually do it in the... on a system level. There we go. Just thought the game was a little loud, but there's no volume slider. Alright, let's play the actual campaign a bit. Whoa! That's kind of a neat layout. Tall plant. Okay. Well, that one's a 5, so we're good there. Got it. Then it all fills itself in. Definitely, I knew going into this it'd probably be Let's Try, just because, much like some of the puzzle games I've played, it's just a little more helpful to be playing it in terms of a Zen game, I'd probably say. Alright, so they're actually kind of like the logic puzzles. Like, this person's sitting next to that person at the table, and that person's sitting next to that person at the table, but who ordered the cranberry sauce? And those kinds of things. So all the ones that are 8, you can just go straight across, making these unusually easy. These ones are 7-1, which means you can just go like this. I gotcha. Those are 4 and 3, when the 4 is already in place. Hey, it's an auto portrait. Okay, let's go for a big one, a big scary one. Alright, so these are empty. They're so empty that I wonder why they're in the frame. I'm joking. I understand the purpose of negative space. I'm not insane. So the canvas that's remaining is currently 9 wide. So a 7's a big number. Curious about which parts that might be. Yeah, the moment the canvas gets bigger, this gets a lot harder, doesn't it? And I don't have any practice with this, so this is interesting. So how do you logically break some of these down? This is terrifying. Alright, yeah, let's take a look at another small one real quick. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just feeling horribly inept at this process. 2-2. Got that. Expire. Yay, tiny, digestible, easy puzzles. Half the work's already done when you just cross out all the 5s. And then you're practically done already. This one has to have 1 and 3. Then 1. Ah, 2 plus 2 times 2. Wait, was that actually the name? Could I see the name while I was there to give away the answer? Sparta, 5. It's just a helm. TE. Okay. Oops. Oh, jeez. Did I just get a negative point or something? The game flashed like it was mad at me. I feel guilty now. I actually can't even tell what I'm drawing in some of these. Okay. The loot was an egg? I feel like the idea is that I have to solve one of the larger puzzles just to redeem myself, maybe even Pikachu, just so I can feel better about running away crying, basically. End of the lesson. These are so low detail I can't even tell what they're supposed to be. Let's try you. Hi! Wow, it explodes in difficulty immediately. Alright, so these are zeros. That's a start. Those are zeros. Oh, there's only 6. Never mind. So the 6s are all just straight lines. Which undoes a lot of the list of things left to even put in. This thing's 2, 1, 1, 2. That means this one has to be a 2. Because it's the last line in the sequence. That's a 1. That makes these a 2. Why is this one not filled in? Am I wrong? Is that possible? Inconceivable. This is supposed to have a 2 in the middle right here, and these two both end with 3s. So it seems like that would be the 2 here, that 2, and those 3s would be there. Just put the 1s on the far end. This has a 1 and a 5. Pretty much have to be there. Hey, this is making some sense. 2, 1, 1, 2. That's the 1, then the other one can be in either of these squares. No, it can't, because that one's crossed out, so that will make some there and there. Good. But this is a 4, so it's continuous. But these are 2s. Got it. Electro car. Oh, yeah. We appear to be figuring some of this out. I assume I can't just click on that. Nope. So whenever you solve any of the puzzles on the screen, you unlock all of the adjacent ones, and you can move out from there. Is there a difficulty? That's green, where these are all yellow. What color were these before? Those are yellow. I don't know if green means something different. Let's find out, perhaps. Oh, is it green because I started it before? I think it's green because I started it before, and then I left because I was a coward. I was a cowardly coward. I was a fool. Let's try centering the 7. That's a line of 7 right there. That might be the way to go. I'm looking at these. They seem symmetric. No. I was thinking maybe the top line seemed symmetrical, where the numbers are the same from left to right, and then to the center, then back. There's an inconsistency. 116, 115. These are both 132. Admittedly, that's just one more dot on the right somewhere. That can affect the 7, though. Because the 7 has to be 7 continuous, so no matter what it is, it's crossing all the center ones. The question is whether it'd be different from these two ends, but these are the same as each other, so that seems less likely. Perhaps. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Well, these are ones that are all isolated from each other, so it'd be like this. That does give me enough wiggle room that it's still a little hard to tell where they'd go for sure. This is interesting because this is a 5, so it has to be continuous. And there's 1s in this row. So what if it was like there? That'd be a 5. They take out all of the ones in this row. There's one more left for this one somewhere. Where would that 5 go? Maybe in the middle? Just because it's... Maybe it'd be centered? And maybe that would be the 3 in the bottom, and then these all end with 2, so that'd be this maybe. The 5 and 6 are odd to me. If these 5s are both done with, then maybe I do like these for the 2-2. Oh, is this gonna look like Ava from WALL-E? It kind of has the body shape at the moment. Curious about that. Well, if these 1s are taken care of, then this 7 here... That's these... Here it says 2... But then separately there's a 3 and a 1. No, these are the 2s. That means these are the 3s. Getting negative points for my wrongness. Those could be the 5s. Like 5, 3. 3, 5. This would be the 3 for these. And that'd be the 2. So then above them you need 2 1s. And that would account for all of, yeah, 1 1 3 2. 1 1 3 2. 1 3 2. 1 3 2? Maybe? No. This up here is yeah. This up here is a continuous 3. So here there has to be 2 1s. 2 1 1. The 1s are down there, so this is probably the 2 of the 2 1 1. Yeah. 1 1 1 5. That's probably the 1s. I think it is supposed to be Ava from WALL-E. It's supposed to be what we're going for. 1 3 2. Let's try filling some of these things in. I don't really care about my score, so I don't know why I'm so worried about putting I don't really know what the purpose is of putting down temporary tiles, unless I care about my score or something, I guess. The asymmetry is surprising to me. There's supposed to be a 6 here and a 5 here somehow. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. It is Ava from WALL-E. Why is she surprisingly asymmetrical? Huh. There we go. Alright, I solved one of the scarier ones. Let's go play Pikachu. The only community art. Newest. Minimum, maximum. That's just, yeah, that's all the size options. I think that's the only one, period. Yeah. Can I solve Pikachu? I kind of know what Pikachu looks like, I suppose. That helps a little bit. There's no zeros. And the largest number is a 5, which is a little worrying. Let's see here. Is that a reasonable jump? 2 and 5, perhaps? This only has a single 1 somewhere. Oh, they're all such small numbers. How do you even decode this? I don't even know if it looks like Pikachu or not. There's no... I don't think there's a thriving community of moderators to sell if the clue of the name is helpful or not. And it's just it's listed as a question mark, and so you make it. How are those lines involved in the drawing of a Pikachu? I'm not sure. Screw it, let's go all in just so I can try to even see where what effect it might have on the numbers. 1 1 1. What if I just go 1 1 1? Oh, we're doomed. It's all gone wrong. Seems more likely to me there's probably a 1 here. There's a 1 here, so it's probably that part there. Oh, these are 2, 2, 2. That technically fits. This is 2, 1. Supposed to be 2 more 1s in here somewhere. I mean, I'm technically writing things that are kind of correct in some way, but no. This is a disaster. Oh no. Yeah, let's maybe play the... let's maybe stick to the levels made by the developer. And not there's a giant nightmare one. Look at 2020 over here. Oh no. Fill in them zeros. The one piece that comes easy. Alright. Well, that's all the zeros. This thing is 10 wide. 14 wide. There's a 10 here. I'm just gonna assume that's the 10. Can I zoom in on this a little bit? Billionaire philanthropist. Is it Bill Gates? Is there... Wait, isn't there a fictional character that insists on being introduced as being a billionaire philanthropist? Give me a second. I'm just distracted by the fact that I'm pretty sure... Oh... It's, yeah, I should have thought of that actually. I believe it's Tony Stark? I knew it was familiar, and it was like, I thought it was something from fiction. So I think I'm drawing Iron Man. Somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Concerning. Oh wait. No, it's 6. I don't know what the red screen means. I think it might just be I'm making a weird conflict and it's freaking out a little bit. And maybe it doesn't actually matter directly. That's the 10, the 10. That's 10 wide. These are 8 tall though. And the space left between them is 8, but they become 10 when I connect them. But there's a 1 and a 1. So that could be the 8, and then the 1. And then maybe the 1 goes somewhere else. Perhaps not the most viewer-friendly thing to do a video on, but hey, I get codes in the mail and I just do it. That's more or less the logic. At some point I feel bad as a YouTuber that I get so many video game codes all day, and I'm like, I don't have time for all these. So I just kind of pick some. That 14's pretty set in stone. I'm surprised I didn't notice the 14 sooner. It's kind of a giveaway. We could assume probably that anything with a large number might be centered. Just to give us more to work with. I'm curious about the 6. 641. The 6 could be perfectly symmetrical with this. 233, that's weird. The numbers here are becoming asymmetrical in a way that I wonder about. 1, 2. So this is not that the 6 doesn't go there, apparently. Oh, wait, no. I was making the mistake of that. So the 6 can go here. I thought the 8 was going to be on the other side. Wait, no, the 8's only here. Yeah, so there's an 8 here. 8, 1, 1 makes sense here, but there is no 8 here, surprisingly. It's not a symmetrical shape. Oh my goodness, we might be here for a while. Okay. Well, this is supposed to be 10, right? Yeah, so leave that there before we get in trouble. Yeah, it unfills itself when you remove the thing. So 2. But this is the 8 here. So let's assume 2 goes this way. Yeah, that fills in the 2 here and the 2 here. Next up, there's a 3 somewhere. Somehow. But it can't cross here because this is 1, then 3. Interesting. 2, 2, 2. That could be the 3. So it's 2, 3, 1, 1. Then this one. 2, 2. This would be 2 also. Does that work with you? 2, 1, 6, 1. This could be the 6 if the 1 goes somewhere else in here. Maybe to make the eyes of the Iron Man suit? That would fit with the fact that this thing is 2, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2. Cool. That technically works. Now we need another eye. Those are both 2, 1. Probably there and there. 2, 1, 5, 2. So 2, 1, 5, 2. This is not looking what I thought it would look like. I wonder if it isn't Iron Man, but Tony Stark. Or if it kind of looks like Iron Man, but maybe his head's tilted a little bit, making it significantly harder to tell what I'm drawing. 6, 4, 2. But the 4 can't go through this one because the 10's already accounted for, unless the 10's supposed to actually be over here. One, 3, 2. Where's the 3 go? Oh. There's 3 here also, and then a 3. Well, that works here. The 3 works here, because there's also a 3 up here. These 3 are 4 tall. Those ones start with 4, so suddenly the use of a 3 here makes sense. 1, 3, 2, sure. That technically works. Oh man. Alright, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3. This one's 2, 3. Then it's 2, 3. So maybe this 2 is those 2 3s. 2, 3, 3 though, so there's a 3 in here probably. Those ones are both 4, 1, so that might be the 3. 4, 1. That one's 4, 1, 2, 4. 4, 1, 2, 4, it would have to be. This is crazy. This is definitely the type of game you get on your phone, or you get as your idle game, and you like sit there and you're hanging out, listen to a podcast or waiting for your train, and just picking away at this for like hours. 2, 3. Up there's a 3, then an 8. It's a lot to cover. Then it's 2, 1, 6. So I think the 3 might be here. I think this 3 goes here, and I can decode from there. 3, 8. So 3, and this is all filled in, so it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 3, 8, 2, 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That can't fit. There's nowhere for that to fit. Well, shit. That means something is wrong somewhere. Good news, everyone. I've got fantastic news for the class. I fucked up. 412221. I mean, jeez. So 6, 10, 12. That's 12 tiles. In a thing that's, it is 20 wide. It's not just 12 tiles though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 17 tiles. There's like 3 tiles of wiggle room then. If you count all of the empty spaces you have to have. 4, 1, 2, 4, 2. 4, 1, 2, 4, 2. 4, 2? Perhaps? I don't think I'm gonna finish this one, you guys. I think this might be the last one we see this episode, and I don't think I'm gonna be correct about it. I'm sure I could solve it eventually. Just talking while doing it is not a great way to go, necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1? Perhaps? 6, 4, 2. How? How? Alright, you know what? I want to at least feel a little better, so let's solve one for our finale at least, and not just end on me staring at something that hurts me. Alright, so we're back to being 10 wide. I wonder, there's probably people out there that have just like played so many of these that it's just immediately apparent to them what they're doing. Like these are like 6s, for example, but I don't know what row they're in. But interestingly, these are also 6s. Like they end with 6s and these are 6s. So it might just be a big old block. In which case those are... Ah! 1, 1, 6, 1, 1, 6 has to be the case. Those have to be 1, 1, 6 because that's the maximum space the entire board can be. Similarly, because it's 10 wide, a 5 and a 4 would also be the entire board. There we go. There is a satisfaction to these. I always liked doing these when I was in early... Like, back in elementary school, I was in the GATE program, and I got exposed to logic puzzles. The type that we see in RPGs when they need to throw a puzzle in there, where it's like Mademoiselle Olafson was sitting next to the woman that drank wine, who was sitting next to the one who had pearl shoes, I don't know, and you fill in a grid and everything, and whenever you find out something for certain, then there's certain things that you can fill in as being definitely not. Like, if you prove a positive, then you can have certain things that you can prove a negative, and it all slowly comes together over time. I get the satisfaction of it. I understand that much. Definitely not going to do a full let's play of it. So those have to be zeros. 6, 1. So that has to be the 1. There we go. Neat. Which means these all have to be zeros. I don't know, the red... I guess I went back a little bit and didn't accept my input. At that point, these have to be the 6. And that means these have to be the 3, because there has to be a space between them. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. The 1 could be in either of those spots, technically. 5. That means those are blank. Those are also blank because the 4 is done, the 3 is done, so these are blank. 5. I don't know why there's a weird person that's just kind of out of frame over there, but okay. This seems to be the premise of the art. 3. 1, 2, 1. How would you narrow this down? How do you narrow this down? 1 dot has to be in this row. 1 dot has to be... Okay, they can't be those ones, because that one's done. But a 1 has to be here, a 1 has to be here, but also a 1 has to be there, and a 1 has to be there. So it could be here and here. It could be here and here, or it could be here and here. I think those are both completely true, and there's not necessarily any way of knowing which one's true. So let's just guess. I guessed. Olaf, he's a snowman. Yeah. When you can solve them, it's satisfying. When you can't solve it, it makes me hate everything that has ever happened. We have the beginnings, which means that these are empty, and these are empty, and these... Wow, this is a half-filled puzzle already. Huh. It's 1, 2, 1, so we know these are empty, because those are definitely there. 1, 1, 1, 1. The ones that say 1, that means these ones have to be empty. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Those both have to be 3s, which fills those in. It appears to be symmetrical. So these ones are probably here, because they can't touch each other, and they're not... The puzzle does not appear to be staggered. 1, 2, 1. Oh, it's done. San Francisco! I was just there. It's where I was meeting up with Bird. I did not even read the name of that level. Something's Burger. Oh. The largest number is a 6. And there are no zeros. What shall we do? Are there any large stacks of numbers? 222. That's close to being locked in. And a thing that's 10 wide, 222, would have 3 gaps, which take it to 9 tiles, so it's a wiggle room of 1. It could be that, or it could be that slightly to the side. I'm wrong, it's a wiggle room of 2. Because it could be here or one more to the right. Yeah. Even that's not really true. Because this would also be 222. So really I'm just doomed. That'd be a 6. Something's Burger. 2, 1. The 2 is on top. That's a 5. Suggesting what? I'm not entirely sure. That's interesting. Because the 5's on both sides, but the 6 is continuous down here, so the 2 5s must not both spread to being down here if the 6 is down here, because it can't be symmetrical. Is this whole thing symmetrical? 2, 2, 1, 1. At least mathematically, this level's horizontally symmetrical. Whether that's true or not is harder to say because they could fool you. But this might mean that the 6s and stuff apply as being central things. And since they can't cross down here, that would mean that the 5s go up. I hope. Which probably make those the 2s, so I'm less certain about the middle one. 1, 1, 2. Two, 1, 1. I'm gonna go with 2, 1, 1 being down there. 1111 means that it's this can't grow upwards like this, so this is probably the two ones at the end, so the 2 is like probably somewhere up here, probably up here. 3322. Is this gonna be the face of a character from like McDonald's or something? I'm willing to bet that this is centered, the other two at this point, because of the nature of how everything's centered in this game. And these both are 2s. But there's 2 other 1s somewhere? That's a problem. That can't work. That means I've probably made a mistake and I'm gonna pay for it. Shit. 1 1 2. 2 4. That technically would account for the 4 1s at the bottom, but it matches virtually nothing. I think I'm learning that I'm not good at these, and my attempt to end things cleanly with a solution was broken by the fact that once I solve something, I kind of want to keep going. But then I know when I'm chasing that feeling, I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? Now I've trapped myself back in the loop of not being sure how to proceed. I'm bad at these. Documentary. Stealth. Exciting. This big, scary 15 by 15 grid of nightmares. 13 is all the way, almost all the way across. That could be the basic setup. It could be a reticle. If that's going to be the 11, that could be the other 11. Maybe. This one's only has 1 in the entire thing, which almost certainly has to include the 11, right? And if that's the case, then the rest of the row should be X's. This one apparently has a 7 in the middle, and 3s on the ends. That accounts for that 3. And this 3. 2s. 2, 5, 2. It does seem like a level that... This might be one of those levels where you get away with symmetry. Which almost makes up for how stupid I am. Oh, right, a 0. Neat. And a 0 up top. What becomes a question is, how do you get a 3 up here? If it's a 3 like this, then it becomes a question like, how does that... the 1 1 get in? Is this an incorrect number? It is. So this is the real 11. I was completely wrong, and that makes that the 3, and those would be the 1s. There we go. Hey, oh, it's a stealth bomber. I thought we were making a military insignia. Comparable shapes, I suppose. Anyway, this is Nonogram. It's on Steam. I got a code for it. It's the hypnotic screw around, let's slowly pick away at puzzles thing. If you... You already know if you're into it, so click the link in the description if you want to find it. Bye-bye.